The moment I first saw the positive pregnancy result is an amazing moment I'll never forget. It was the beginning of our most amazing adventure. Telling family and friends, planning the nursery, all the excitement was pushing forward. A few months in, it was like we were on an exciting new hike, when suddenly we felt like we had lost the trail. We received the news that our baby had Down syndrome. This was something I had always known was a possibility. It was something I had thought about. Suddenly, now that it was a reality, it felt overwhelming. I was more scared and sad than I had expected. I was scared about the potential health concerns, about how the world might treat my child, about whether or not I would be able to be a strong enough advocate. My brain felt flooded with so many thoughts, and I felt like I was a horrible mother for feeling anything other than excitement. I resented my tears, I felt guilt, which then snowballed and made me feel worse and worse.
In our wedding vows, I vowed our relationship would be a 50-50 partnership. But as we got our diagnosis, it became clear this was going to take a lot more time, patience, and work. And it scared me that I was not going to be able to live up to my end of the bargain. I always figured, as a team, me and Kelsey were stronger than the sum of our parts, but the unknown was scary. Initial feelings of grief for the life we wouldn't have weren't permanent, replaced by the feelings of love and joy for the journey we do get. Sure, we have a different journey, but not that different.
We began to share the news with those around us and learned that talking about it was helpful. As we shared the news, some of the reactions I received, some of the things I read, magnified the guilt I felt about fears and sadness. I felt like the world was telling me my feelings were wrong, and I wasn't cut out for this. Then I took a step back, and I was able to acknowledge the truth. My fears didn't mean I ever loved my baby any less than I had from day one. I thought of the most amazing things I've done in my life. All of them have had moments that were challenging and scary. I began to let myself feel what I needed to feel, knowing how much we wanted and loved our baby.
We started researching and learning, trying to prepare ourselves with as much knowledge as possible, so that we could be prepared to give our child all the best support we could from day one. Suddenly, an obstacle came crashing down on us. During a 32-week ultrasound, the doctors noticed a dangerous situation.
I listened in shock as the doctor told me that I was being sent immediately to the hospital. The baby needed to be delivered urgently as it was no longer safe. She explained that with the situation we were in, the risk of stillbirth was becoming significant. I was again scared. My body hadn't told me anything was wrong. I felt fine. Nothing seemed abnormal. Then I realized her diagnosis very likely saved her life. This ultrasound appointment was one that was routine for a baby with Down syndrome, but would not have been something we would have otherwise had.
Our little baby girl made it into the world safely, but needed to be in the NICU for 2 months. As we continued on, our journey would present new, often hard and scary, challenges.
Waiting months to take our girl home and watching our baby struggle to be fed. The sudden challenge for her to get enough oxygen as multiple tests are performed to try and understand why. Waiting as she went in for her heart surgery. The route can feel steep. Medical concerns, numerous appointments, dedication to home therapy practice, learning new devices, and constantly wanting to ensure we're doing everything we possibly can to give her all the best supports every single day. But one thing that's stable throughout it all is the constant beauty and wonders all along the way, both big and small, like seeing a flower on a mountainside or turning a corner to a breathtaking view. We're constantly encountering amazing things everywhere along the way. All our emotions are important parts of our journey, and even with some unique challenges and lessons, we continue to work together to always aim to learn more and give her everything we can as we watch her grow and be the beautiful little toddler that is constantly bringing sunshine into our lives.